Sexual assault affects every man, woman, and child in Washington. As a community, we can no longer afford to remain silent about this devastating and harmful crime. Don't get it twisted, silence doesn't mean consent is this year's theme to raise awareness throughout Washington state about sexual assault. Don't get it twisted, silence doesn't mean consent informs and builds awareness by providing and promoting awareness around consent. This campaign provides opportunity to dialogue and dispel misconceptions around consent and provides knowledge that fosters and promotes social change.
One study revealed that 36% of young men believe that if a girl went into a bedroom on a date, she wants to have sex.
Sexual assault is a horrible crime that affects all of us. No amount of individual precaution is going to stop sexual assault from happening. Instead of thinking about avoidance strategies, we need to be thinking about prevention strategies. Partners in Prevention Education engages youth and adults in creating strategies for prevention of sexual violence, but we can't do it alone.
11% thought if a girl said no to sex, she really meant yes.
More than 7% thought it was okay for a boy to force a girl to have sex if the girl got him sexually excited.
All of us can do something. We can help make our communities safer. It doesn't have to be big. Even simple, everyday acts make a difference. Tell those who make jokes about sexual assault to stop.
Advocate for prevention programs in your local schools. Listen to a survivor's story and focus on the courage it has taken that person to survive. Educate yourself further by reading an article on the subject of sexual assault.
More than 1 in 3 thought they would not be arrested if they forced a date to have sex.
More than 15% agree that forcing your date to have sex is sometimes acceptable.
Don't buy lattes or cigarettes for a week, even a day, and donate the money you have saved to your local sexual assault program. This year, we can all do something to better understand and stop sexual assault. No matter how big or small an effort, all of us can be partners in prevention to help end this crime.
How you dress should not determine your safety. Don't feel you need to change yourself or how you present yourself in public. You have a choice. Perpetrators of sexual violence are also making a choice, and it's criminal.
40% agree that girls who wear sexy clothes are asking to be raped.
Sexual abuse is a difficult subject to think about. It's hard to consider anyone taking advantage of a child or a young person in a sexual way, and yet sexual abuse is a common problem. While there is no way to guarantee the prevention of sexual abuse, talking to your children may lessen their vulnerability.
You can tell your children that they have a right to decide who touches them. You can tell your children that they can say no to touches or behavior that makes them feel embarrassed, confused, or uncomfortable. You can teach children that it is never okay for an older person to see or touch their private parts on their bodies and ask them to keep it a secret. You can encourage children to tell an adult if someone tries to touch them or behave in a way that is not okay.
Almost half felt that rape was sometimes the victim's fault. If you are a victim of sexual violence, it is not your fault. Support is available. You don't have to deal with it alone. 93% of juvenile sexual assault victims knew their attacker. Stranger danger is not our biggest threat. Don't get it twisted. Silence doesn't mean consent. Unifies our efforts through building awareness as solutions in preventing violence. For help or for more information, contact Partners in Prevention Education at 360-357-4472.